All right, folks, grab your capes, your credit cards, and maybe your emotional support Funko because New York Comic Con 2025 just happened, and the nerd world will never financially recover from it. Anyway, welcome back to Caveman Collects, the only show where adult humans spend rent money on 6-inch plastic figures, and we're proud of it. I'm your host, the Domesticated Caveman. I've got Agent H here with me. Zach, my boy.
What's up?
What up, what up? And tonight we're going to dive deep into the wildest reveals there out of New York Comic Con. It's going to be awesome. We got Marvel nuking an entire universe, DC summoning Swamp Thing to a murder mystery, Invincible punching its way back onto streaming, and the Attack Peter Godzilla exclusive that made collectors weep in public. First up, the mic drop heard across the multiverse. Ultimate Endgame. That's right, the Ultimate Universe, the line that gave us Miles Morales, gritty Spider-Man, and Nick Fury, who looks suspiciously like Samuel L. Jackson before he was Samuel L. Jackson. It's finally ending, for real, probably, maybe. Marvel says the Ultimate Universe, Marvel says the Ultimate Endgame will close out by the end of April in 2026. So there's even a prologue one-shot called The Ultimate Universe 2 years in. So yeah, pour one out for the universe that survived more reboots than the DCEU. There are all kinds of things to talk about on this. So it was like one of the most popular comic book lines that they've done like in the past couple of years. And they say, you know, it was a reintroduction of some stuff that they had done for like Ultimate Comics, like in the 2000s, from the 2000s early on, and it was kind of with the 2000s 20 spin. So Hickman spearheaded Ultimate Spider-Man. It was about, you know, the married with kid version of Peter Parker, who became a superhero in his late 30s, and then that led to the Ultimate X-Men, and then the Ultimates, and the Ultimate Black Panther, and Ultimate Wolverine, which topping their sales charts. But despite all this, it's confirmed. They're saying it's confirmed that all the Ultimate titles are ending in an event called the Ultimate Endgame in early 2026. Ultimate Spider-Man ends officially with its 24th issue, with Ultimate Black Panther ending in January of 2026. The Ultimate X-Men wrapping up in February of 2026, and the Ultimates ending in April. Ultimate Wolverine will also get its final issue number 16, and that's in April also. That'll conclude the April's Ultimate Endgame. That whole thing's going to finish up with the Ultimate Endgame in like number 5, basically in comic number 5. After the release of the April titles, Marvel's EIC Cebulski confirmed that that's it for the line. Like lights out, strong sales or not, they don't care. That's it. He even said, "You think we're lying, but we're not." So he did confirm though that elements of the Ultimate Universe, which actually progressed in real time, will bleed over into the 616 Marvel Universe. What those elements are remains a mystery. So, you know anything about the Ultimate Comics?
Not really, but the 616, that's the MCU, right?
Right.
Interesting.
Yeah,
I've heard
so I don't know what that means.
So I wonder if that's what they're hinting at.
I don't know about you, but I'm kind of a little bit worn out on the multiverse anyway.
Right. Me too.
Yeah.
It's like everybody's doing it now.
Yeah. Yeah, for real. I mean, exactly. I mean, it was a good idea when it first started because it's like, what do we do with all this canon? And how do we tie it all together? And, you know.
Yeah, it's good in that way.
But better than how Disney did it.
Right.
Well, anyway, that was like one of the big things. I mean, it was New York City Comic Con, so you know they talked about comics, which was,
right.
Not just action figures. They did a little bit of that too, but we'll get to that. Also, did you know that they're rebooting Iron Man
again?
Yeah, again. there's a new Iron Man number one, issue number one, coming out January 28th, 2026. It's written by Joshua Williamson with the art of Cameron Canaro. I know those are pretty big names. Rebooting the Iron Man again. So the pitch on this one is that Tony Stark's legacy gets hijacked. There's a new arch enemy and probably a few questionable decisions involving an AI girlfriend. You know, classic Tony stuff.
Right.
But anyway, what do you think about another Iron Man reboot?
I mean, the idea sounds interesting with his legacy getting hijacked, whatever that means.
Yeah.
Kind of curious to see what this new villain's going to be.
Right.
The artwork looks pretty sweet.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too. The promo art's pretty wild. Pretty wild on it. But yeah, I mean, that's just kind of a little blurb. But basically, that it was at yesterday's Marvel's Next Big Thing panel. It revealed, Williamson. He's a pretty prolific writer. Yeah. So two of the industry's most celebrated creators joined forces to put this bad boy out. New run kicks off when Iron Man's plan to shape his legacy is twisted into an opportunity to weaponize the next Tony Stark. Interesting. Clash of Genius as a new archenemy is born. Familiar faces, including a shocking comeback. And return of Marvel's most innovative superhero. It's supposed to shine more brilliantly than ever, they say. But anyway, we'll see what people think about that when it happens. I don't know.
I might have to pick that up.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not against it. Not against it. Seems like they have a hard time. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, like, developing new characters, so they kind of dig back into like old stuff again and again and again and again. But I also get it. It's sexy, it sells. So,
True.
Don't know who his villain's going to be though.
I wonder if it's the AI girlfriend.
Could be.
Maybe
Could
she's
be. He's got a thing
suits.
with AI. He's got a thing with AI girlfriends.
Right.
Speaking of villains, what do you think about Dr. Doom finally saying, "Fine, I'll do it myself"? Marvel announced Dungeons of Doom. So, dark fantasy horror event where Doom's leftovers become a literal like a labyrinth. So, murders row of artists doing this comic. Think Dungeons and Dragons, but with more ego and fewer clerics. I think is kind of what they're looking at doing. Marvel's clearly shifting tone, spooky, high stakes, legacy resets. Even their animation and TV panel kind of followed suit. Wonder Man went full meta. Daredevil, Born Again, season 2 brought back Jessica Jones, and apparently Foggy is coming back because, I mean, apparently death is just a vacation policy now. I don't know. But, and then X-Men 97 teased Apocalypse and the fallout from Gambit's fate.
Right.
Did you watch X-Men 97?
No.
Sorry.
I need to.
Yeah,
but there is a comic where Foggy, he fakes his death and goes into like witness protection. So I'm kind of thinking maybe that's the route that they're going.
Ooh. That makes sense. That'd be kind of cool.
Right, yeah. Hopefully.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's not some kind of weird ghost flashback.
That pisses me off. That's stupid.
But apparently the Jessica Jones actress like leaked part of the trailer on her Instagram. The part specifically of her return.
I don't think Marvel takes kindly to that usually, do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah. Well, either that or they do. They do it on purpose sometimes.
I have heard that lately. They've
Yeah.
been doing that intentionally.
Keeps interest, or what they'll do is they'll leak false information.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If a
I
leak
still
was
like
right.
Ryan Reynolds' idea about how they were going to do the original, that Daredevil with him, and they were going to make like a really, really bad like bear eats a cop movie or something like that, and it was supposed to be the worst movie ever. And like about 3 minutes into the movie, it was supposed to cut off, and Wolverine and Deadpool was supposed to start. He said they didn't like that marketing plan very well. He said that doesn't bode well for a good opening weekend.
Right. That kind of would have been hilarious, though.
Oh yeah. Well, it's not like the thing wasn't going to make billions anyway, so you know.
I think it'd have made it work.
Yeah, probably. The Doom comic sounds cool.
It does sound
Doom
pretty
thing. So apparently, what happens on this thing is, and they say you get a terrifying first look at what comes after the earth-shattering events of One World Under Doom. So like, I guess in One World Under Doom he loses, but like all of his toys. I think the idea behind this is after his presumed defeat, his castle's left empty and masterless, triggering a frenzied like arms race. As like all the global superpowers are trying to rush in and claim his unmatched technology. And during their desperate scramble, it sends them plummeting into a dungeon labyrinth that none of them knew was there. And it turns like a geopolitical grab into a desperate game of survival. So the series asks the chilling question, who, if any, will survive? And what horrors lie within the dungeons of doom? So, I mean, hey.
That'd be a badass movie.
I thought so, too. So, yeah. The warning is clear. Even in his absence, Doom leaves nothing unattended, especially his greatest secrets. Number 1 hits the shelves January 14th. I will be getting that.
For sure, me too.
It's going to make me go to the comic book store, man. I like reading stuff online, but now I'm starting to get excited about stuff as it's released. And like all of those things, it's like hard to find one where it's like new releases every week come out, or maybe I'm just at the wrong thing. I use Marvel and DC. Maybe I don't know, is Comixology still a thing? Do they?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I just pre-order my comics.
Yeah, I think like they always hold digital back like an extra month or something like that. I'm not sure.
Probably.
Yeah. They want you to go to the store and buy it, which is cool because then you go to the store and you get the comic and then you buy 6 action figures and
right.
A Magic the Gathering Spider-Man that I don't give 2 craps about the card that's inside of it or anything.
Right, me neither.
Whatever.
Apparently those are already hidden stores too.
Yeah. I watched the toy hunt with Jared the other day and he found like basically everything that I've been waiting for in pre-order. Already on the shelves. Like, come on, man. This ain't right. He's got a buddy or somebody that tells him when Target's stocked.
That's how I felt when I seen Robo's post. I was like, I have like 6 of those things on pre-order right now.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Like I said, I mean, I think I've seen a couple of reviews of this one already, so I'll be able to. He did come in today, so I think I'm only about a week behind on that one. Whatever.
Right.
Yeah. Trying to stay relevant out here, Hasbro. What's up? Anyway. Well, that's kind of that. Let's talk about segment 2 here, DC and Boom. The horror cuddle we didn't even ask for. So over in DC, you're right. Although they got some good characters for it, DC Swampy Corner things got moist. So the mad genius behind James Tynion IV, the mad genius behind Something is Killing the Children, teamed up with Boom Studios and DC's Black Label for a crossover called Swamp Thing is Killing the Children.
What?
Yeah, that is the real title. And
He
no
was a good
Swamp
guy.
Thing. Yeah, well, that's the whole thing. Isn't it? Swamp Thing's not, here committing crimes, so it's a metaphorical thing mostly, apparently. So Tinian, I hope I'm saying that. It's Tinian. I know that's probably a really, really famous dude, and I'm screwing that all up, but forgive me, guys. I'm just getting into comics. The newer ways of stuff, the old stuff, the newer ways. Anyway, they're gonna be fusing Erica Slaughter's monster hunting world with DC's Eco Goth legend, not ego, Eco. It's a one shot, but it's setting a vibe that horror is in again. So DC is clearly testing how far they can push mature storytelling under the Black Label. And if it sells, which I have a feeling it will, we might see a whole horrorverse sprout up out of there. So between Dungeons of Doom and Swamp Thing is Killing the Children, comics are officially entering their I listen to My Chemical Romance again era. Let's get a little gothy, little grungy, little scary over there, which is, I could like it.
Right.
I mean,
that's interesting that they announced that Swamp Thing comic, because I just read something earlier that it's another Swamp Thing comic, but it was banned for I want to say 40 years from being released, and they just released it at Comic-Con, and it was a comic where Swamp Thing meets Jesus. So what a yin and yang Swamp Thing announcement.
Yeah, that's a little bit weird, man. That's a little bit weird, but
Right.
I don't know. I mean, so horror stuff. I mean, I love horror stuff, and I like to see some of these things adapted. We talked briefly about this with Predator and Alien, how I don't want aliens to become pets to synthetics. I want my aliens scary and around the corner and about to pounce on you at any second.
Right, yeah. I'm not a fan of that either.
Yeah. But it goes from kind of this sci-fi. That's what made Alien great, was sci-fi horror. Yeah, that shit was scary, dude.
Right, and it takes all of the horror out of it, completely.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody's got to be there to sick the alien on you, then I'm more scared of them than I am the alien. So,
right.
I don't know. Yeah, that's supposed to be the point. I started out with Alien Earth being a very strong 8 for me, because visually it was stunning and it was something different, something good. It finished about a 6.5 or a 7 for me, if I'm being completely honest. But
it went down.
Once again, anything that reaches a 6 or higher, I say, yeah, you should watch that. But I mean, my scale's a little bit. It's not a D plus. I'm not saying that.
Right.
I don't know. Maybe that's how
I'd give it a C+.
B minus. C plus, B minus. I was right in there with you.
Somewhere in there.
I was right in there. Yeah. I need to think my 1 to 10 scale, because it's kind of fucked up, it sounds like. But I don't know. Who knows? All right. So anyway, that's DC and Boom and the horror cuddle. So cool. Let's talk segment 3. So New York Comic Con isn't just comics. It's also where Hollywood shows up to remind us that we'll never have time to finish our watch list.
Right. Here's another 100+ hours.
Oh my God. I have not even finished what's his face yet, Peacemaker.
I did.
I heard that's good.
It is good. The finale's a little polarizing. Some people hate it. I didn't necessarily hate it. I get what they were doing, but
right. Were they making a political statement?
No.
Okay, good. Pause it, anything like that. I hate that shit. Anyway,
no,
just leave
it's
it
just It's a cliffhanger that leads into the new Superman movie.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are we talking about a cliffhanger that leads into the Superman movie we already saw recently, or the next one that's coming?
The next one.
Okay. All right. That makes sense then.
But there is a lot of like crossover sort of between the Superman movie that just came out
No.
in the season.
Okay. I can dig it. Check it out. Yeah, I watched that movie again and I raised it from a 6.5 to 7. My second time seeing it, I'll go. It's a B plus movie for me now. So, which that doesn't make sense. It would be a 7 then.
I'm gonna have to watch it again.
Yeah, it made it to a B plus movie for me. It's pretty good when you watch it again. There's a lot of little nuances in there and stuff that once I got over the fact that it wasn't dark and brooding Superman and
Right.
Snyderverse, it was kind of it was just so gun, it was just such a stark contrast. Anyway, so first up with this new material that we got coming is we got Invincible season 4. All right. Expect blood, broken bones, and emotional damage, as we would with Invincible. Then A Knight of the Seven Kingdoms, which is a Game of Thrones prequel. George R.R. Martin himself popped up to confirm it. Yes, he is still writing, maybe someday. HBO showed a new teaser. Less incest, more chivalry. Progress. I would call that progress.
Nice.
Yeah. So, were you a Game of Thrones guy?
I was.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of curious. I haven't watched the House of the Dragon yet.
I haven't either. So that's another one that's on the checklist of things to go through. Right. That I seem so busy every single night doing this stuff that I can't ever get to any of that. So I'm gonna just have to take a vacation from everything and watch. Just sit in bed with a bucket of pasta and sorrow and watch everything. Yeah. Don't get me started on that one went 2 episodes too long. Finale of Game of Thrones, and the fight. I don't even want to get into it. The fight with the Ice Lords there, the nighttime fight that was just so you couldn't see anything. So,
right.
I'm on an OLED TV in a pitch black room, and I can't make out the difference between one blowtorch or one fiery torch or the next. So it was I'm not a big fan of that. Whatever. Saved them a bunch of money in CGI. I'll tell you that right now.
Right.
Or they wasted a bunch of money on CGI. I don't know. Either way.
Probably both.
Probably both. Over in Horror Town, Welcome to Derry. Gary. A preview of footage that made everyone vow to never enter a sewer again. And Alien Earth, they gave us humans doing what humans do best, poking space eggs that they absolutely shouldn't. They had a panel there. So, you have to assume that though they're making more of those.
I would think.
Yeah.
Just by the ending.
Yeah, you'd think. I think that's a dollar and cents thing because I know that thing was expensive to make.
Yeah.
Probably less than a movie, but man, Timothy Oliphant. Ooh, love that guy.
Oh God, I know. He was so good in that.
Yeah. Everything he does is great. Look with your eyes. Anyway. So Marvel Animation flexed hard with X-Men, Spider-Man, and What If previews, plus a surprised Age of Revelation tease that had fans screaming like they just met Hugh Jackman in cosplay. So, celebrities, the lineup looked like a multiverse fever dream. James McAvoy, Elliot Page, Simu Liu, George R.R. Martin, and even Martin Sheen. Martin Sheen. So, At this point, New York Comic Con's less comic convention and more Oscars for people who own lightsabers, I think.
Yeah, I could see that.
Yeah, but that's what I heard they did out in San Diego, shoulder to shoulder, and wait in a line so that you can get a ticket to get to the next line, so that they can put you in the queue for the other line.
Right.
And then
You got to buy a ticket to go buy another ticket, and then wait in the line.
Standing room only.
Yeah.
So watch Hasbro talk about articulated feet. I digress.
It's all in the toes. All in the toes.
Man. Anyway, streaming is officially the new comic frontier, and my queue is now a hostile takeover. I'm being completely honest with this. Oh man. Let's see. Segment 4. Let's talk about toys and collectible carnage. So, I mean, that's what really matters to us, right? It's the merch.
Right.
So, the crown jewel of the NYCC exclusives was Attack Peter's Godzilla UFO vinyl, which we talked about last week. It's cool.
Yeah, that thing looks sick.
Yeah, they say it's pure art. Designed and painted by the Attack Peter. Produced by Mondo, limited edition, gone in a heartbeat. They said people were camping out like it was the last PlayStation drop, and by noon it was sold out. By 2 p.m. listings were already tripled on eBay.
Jesus.
Yeah. So who didn't see that coming?
Sounds like a Mezco drop.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I mean, yeah. But apparently elsewhere, NECA showed some new horror figs. Mezco teased some Rumble Society drops, and Hasbro dropped Spider-Verse Heat, which is, I guess they got to get as much of that out as they can. And Funko, they continue to exist. So,
yeah, did you see that? I think it's Letterman by Mezco.
Oh yeah, that is cool.
It looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
I was hoping they would show off those 2 new gangsters, but they haven't yet.
Yeah, my goal for 2026 is to never get Mezco FOMO, and there's only one way to do that. You got to buy everything they make.
Come on.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm just not gonna buy a $400 or $500 vehicle. Not gonna do it.
No.
Just don't need it. Don't have room for that shit. So
I did enter in their RumbleCon thing to win one, so we'll see.
Hey, if you win one, send it
I'll
to me
take it for free.
I'll take some pictures of it. I'll send it back. We can send it around the horn here with the GFPF crew. Let everybody take pictures of it. We all just pitch in like $100 on one and buy one too, I guess. But anyway,
yeah, that would work.
That's our toy. That's GFPF. We could rent it out.
Schedule it out for the year, like child custody.
Right. It's about as big as an infant. So.
Nico gets Easter.
Oh man, yeah. Still get stuck with the expensive holidays. You get it for Christmas. Oh, wait. It's a bullet I dodged, my friend.
Right.
Childless. I am childless. I just have a dog.
I'm lucky. I'm in the age now where I just have to buy video games for gifts. I buy like 2 games and I'm golden.
You're gold. Keeps them busy for months on end.
Right.
You can always remind them. Remember, I bought that for your birthday. Yeah, my birthday was 3 months ago. Yeah, but you're still playing that game, aren't you?
Yeah.
That's like the gift that keeps on giving.
You haven't put it down in months.
Right? Do you even remember I'm your father? How can you?
Right.
You start making them feel bad. Like, I slaved to get you that, and then you don't even pay attention to me anymore. So let's not go there.
I buy you whatever video game you want, and you can't even buy me the right G.I. Joe. How dare you?
Right. I buy you whatever video game it is that you want, and I also like to play. But still,
Right. That's beside the point.
That's beside the point. Dad, we were fighting over the controller the other night. I've been trying to play the game for 2 months.
Yeah, well, anyway. You're grounded.
You're grounded. Why? Because I want to play the video game. So they're on the floor at NYCC, you could smell the PVC in the air. New York's floor was a battlefield, collectors sprinting like Olympic athletes to booth, staffers yelling one person at a time, and wallets screaming for mercy. And yet, we love it because collecting isn't a hobby, it's a lifestyle choice with zero financial planning. That's pretty much it. Anyway, we don't even have to do a super long show today. Let's
Conventions
recap.
are like Black Friday lineup sales for toy collectors. Any kind of collector.
Yeah, except they happen like multiple times a year.
Right.
It's like a quarterly.
And you have to pay to go.
Right. That's the real gig on it. I get to pay to go buy something that I could probably
I
just
get to
order
pay
online
to go
today.
spend money.
Right. I'd be crammed in with a bunch of cool people. I mean, some of them are going to be cool. I've seen some of those comic conventions, though. Some of them dudes, man. That's a scary lot.
Right. Right.
No, they're all friendly. It's all good. It's all good. So let's recap. Marvel's torching their universe. DC's summoning demons. Invincible's back for more trauma, and Attack Peter stole the show. Cool. New York Comic Con 2025 proved one thing. The nerd world is evolving again. Comics are darker, weirder, riskier, if that's a word. Studios are syncing their stories across screens and panels, and fandom, still the most passionate, the loudest. It's a tribe. We're the loudest on the planet. Just ask us our opinion. We'll make sure and get it to you. Personally, I love personally, I kind of like seeing the creators go bold again. Give me Doom as a dungeon overlord and Swamp Thing having an existential crisis any day.
Right.
Right. All right.
Change
It's
it
like that. Yeah. Let's do it. Do us a favor. Subscribe to this crazy little thing we're doing. Sometimes they'll be an hour long. Sometimes they'll be half hour, 45 minutes. Just kind of, there were so many things to talk about at New York Comic Con that we could have sat here and talked for 3 hours.
Or longer.
I don't have the energy.
Right. We could probably do a podcast episode every day for a week and still miss something.
Oh, 100%. And speaking of, we do 2 other live shows during the week. We do GFPF Live. That's on the YouTubes. Catch us streaming on Wednesday nights that's the Thursday nights is our GFPF Live. That's the flagship show. That's the whole gang. We get together and we talk some news, whatever's happening during the week, and we do top 10 photos from the community. People hashtag things with GFPF top 10, GFPF top 10, and we like to get their photos on the show. So if you want to be involved in that, hashtag us over there. Yeah, so that's our Thursday night show. Then we have a Wednesday show that we do called After Dark. That one's Wednesdays, same YouTube channel, different time. Start a little later. That one starts at about 9 p.m. Central Time. That'd be 10 over on the East Coast, and that's 7 p.m. Pacific. Trying to get, that one's more of a PG-13 show. Whereas Nico says PG-18. Still never heard of a PG-18.
Yeah, I've never heard of that either.
Don't we just call that rated R?
Yeah, here.
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. PG-21 means you can drink. I don't know. But anyway.
I've heard of NC-17.
Well, we're definitely not NC-17 because
right.
That's just for weirdos, man. So that's our Wednesday night show. And we do a critique on that show. We bring people in, hashtag GFPF critique, and we take those photos and go through them and highlight all the good stuff in them, and then talk about maybe what we might change if we were doing them ourselves. Certainly not a mean critique by any stretch of the imagination, just suggestions to help out noobs or people that are looking for, take my photo to the next level. We just need to get Nico to start putting some critique photos out there that like aren't better than all the photos that I take. Like everybody's more talented than me. So I'm critiquing dudes that are better than me.
Making us look bad.
Right. Ooh, instead, you know what we should do? We should just look at their photos sometimes and be like, I'm going to critique myself now because this is way better than anything I do. Oh, I like what he did with the light here. I'm going to try that.
Oh yeah, we can do that.
Reverse critiquing.
Yeah.
Like a new thing. Just reverse
taking it apart to learn how it works.
Right, exactly. I like that, man. The deconstruction of a photo.
Yes.
So I can learn how to do it right. Anyway, critiques are one thing. The other thing we do is we highlight one guy or gal from the community. We call it the hashtag GFPS star. And if you're interested in being on the show, we bring you in, do a little interview, and show off your stream to the world, the YouTubers of the world. Yeah, a lot of fun. Had RJ Stubbs on last week. He was a lot of fun. Stalwart in the community. So
yep.
keep that in mind. Yeah. So I think next week on this, it's never too early to start talking about it. I'm gonna start looking at maybe like Caveman Collects the Holiday Toy Drop Guide.
Ooh,
I think, yeah. We need to start telling these guys what's coming out, and plus, it gives me an excuse to figure out for myself what my dog needs for Christmas.
Right.
Yeah. My wife, she just said she's a saint. She did like blockies. She's like, oh, you gotta put them together. Yeah. So get her out. It's counting season, and we'll be good to go. But,
Britt already claimed the girl zombie from Four Horsemen.
Of course.
She goes, that's mine. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. Call it yours all you want. What's mine is yours, and what's yours is yours. That's how that works. Right. So, but as long as I get to take pictures of it, I don't really care. You call it whoever you want. Mm-hmm. Well, anyway, until we see you guys next week, stay creative, stay collecting, and don't let doom find your dungeon. Caveman out.
Peace.
See y'all.